Hey everybody, welcome back. Steven here, Northwest Small Batch Brewing. It is Single Malt Sunday, and it is time to try another whiskey. So, I'm excited. I'm really excited about this one. So this one, I'm not going to talk a whole lot about the distillery because I've already tried several of their whiskeys with you and already discussed the distillery and where it's at. This is an Islay Scotch. It's Ardbeg out of Scotland, and it is should be a smoky whiskey. This one is the Ardbeg Wee Beastie. The Wee Beastie. I should not have done that. I should not have done that. And I think I spilled a little bit there. Anyway, so this one is 5 years old. Now I want to compare it a little bit to one I just tried maybe a few weeks ago, the Ardbeg Ukdal. This one, I don't think has any age statement at all. This one, as opposed to this one, which just says 5 years. So I'm guessing this is like the 10-year Ardbeg, but it's only 5 years in. This one, I'm trying to remember. It didn't really say the Ukdal, which if it was just Oloroso or if it was Oloroso and other, but it's definitely a sherry, peated whiskey for sure. It just says X-sherry casks on the back of it, so I'm not sure. And there's no age statement on it. But it's good. I really like it. It's a great whiskey. So the Ukdal is 54.2, whereas the Wee Beastie here is only 47.4. Okay? So this one is obviously a little bit less, but still not bad. I think that's respectable, 47.4. It's obviously aged in ex-bourbon, which is pretty standard for a Scotch, and then it is finished in Oloroso sherry casks. So, interesting. So the nose is not super overpowering. I don't know why, but I expected it to be with the name of like Wee Beastie. I expected it to hit me in the face, but honestly, you can really get in there, and the smokiness, it doesn't smell that peated. You can get more of the sherry, I think, but it's even a very like back, it's like in the back of a cave sherry. Like you can smell it at the back of the cave. Which is weird. I expected it to be the opposite. At 5 years, I expected it to be just a huge punch in the face of sherry and peat. Wow. Okay. So it's not at all what I expected that it would be like. It's actually very delicate, in my opinion, for an Ardbeg. Definitely more delicate than the Ukdal, however you pronounce it. I think there's more sherry flavor than anything in this Wee Beastie. I mean, the peat is there, but it's not like you'd expect. I mean, traditionally, the Ardbeg has a pretty like punchy in the face, peatiness to it, smokiness, and even though it's there, it just smells like a younger, daintier whiskey. Much smoother. Yeah, it's good. I like it. And you know what? Well, I'll get to this in a second. I got one more point to make, but use the Lady Fermenter. Check her channel out. She gave me this water dropper. I'm going to mention it every time I use it. But she sent me this little water dropper, which is pretty cool. It's been pretty handy. Distilled water. It's high enough proof that it should release some of the oils. Oh boy. So it's not hugely different, but it definitely has more of a botanical, like flowery. I can smell a little bit of a, like almost like forest fire smoke. Like undergrowth is on fire. Smoke. Damp, woodsy. I didn't get enough sip there, but I would say I'm going to take another sip and we'll cut this down. But just that little sip, it does taste like the water took down the smokiness even more. They're really, I mean, I guess I'm used to super smoky whiskeys, but this one started off not being very peaty and smoky. Well, that was a meaty mouthful. Yeah, so the water really mutes it. You get a lot more of just gentle berry, flavor from the sherry cask, and it really mutes the rest of it. Sweet. I think I prefer it without putting water, but either way, this is a good whiskey. And the last point I was going to make, this was like $50-something. Now, I don't usually say prices on here because I don't know what it's going to cost where you're at. And if you're watching this 5 years from now, the price could be widely different. But as of today, like right now, at least where I'm at, this is a really, really good price for a single malt. And I think it's well worth, the price point to get this one. I'm surprised that it's not on more people's lists and higher up. With the ABV and everything, I think it's worthy. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. I got to get going. I have just gotten home from work. So at any rate, I appreciate you being here and checking out this whiskey that I just got. And I'll be back next week with another whiskey to try. And until then, sláinte.